Welcome to the usBim.editor Quick Start course. usBim.editor is an usBim browser functionality for editing files in OpenBIM IFC format and is used to manage the geometric and informative properties of BIM models. With the advanced IFC editor you can edit attributes, properties, classifications, and generate a new version of the IFC file with the changes made. Editing operations also on federated models can be carried out by several users at the same time. On the same IFC file, thanks to usBim.editor, the changes are more intuitive and less complex than the same operations carried out with BIM authoring software. Special tools allow you to better define the properties of an IFC file, properties that can be enriched at any time. The result will then be an IFC model complete with all the information and quality. One of the operations that can be performed on an open IFC format is to edit the information content. Thanks to the use of the ACA usBim.editor application, integrated into our usBim browser viewer, this operation can be easily performed. The information content deals essentially with three concepts: attributes, properties, classification. Each IFC entity consists of a number of attributes. The first ones we can operate on are the children of the abstract root class IFC root, and those are the global ID, which is an alphanumeric string that uniquely identifies an entity within the IFC model. The owner history, which defines all information related to history and identification, is used to identify the application and the creator and owner of the associated object, as well as to capture the last application and user who made changes. Name is clearly the name of the entity. The description, which is optional, useful for the exchange of informative comments. Specifically, it is possible to edit the name and description of an entity, because they do not have relationships that point to other classes of the IFC structure. For the same reason, the global ID cannot be edited because it is the only unique reference, so the structure of the IFC model remains consistent with the format standards. Attributes are the static information units, contained within a class. The other information that can be edited are the properties that are divided into standard PSET and properties, i.e. those defined by Building Smart International and which can be assigned to an object. PSET and custom properties, that are any properties freely created and assigned by the operator. The properties are dynamic information units, therefore it is possible to edit them in a more versatile way than the attributes, on each instance present within our IFC file. The last concept that can be edited with the usBim.editor application are the classifications, divided into standard classifications that clearly refer to international standards published by recognized bodies. These are useful for ordering within the world of construction, let's say schematically, referring to concepts related to a particular discipline. The most popular standard classifications are Uniclass and Omniclass. Custom classifications are created by the user and can be uploaded within our IFC file. It is assigned to the model objects. Let's have a look at the application. Once logged in, we access an IFC model for editing and, from the context menu, we can choose the usBim.editor tool. From this moment it is possible to use its functionalities. By selecting an element within the model, it is possible to edit the attributes, name and description of an object. In the right tab we can view the updated information in real time. By making a multiple selection we can edit several elements at the same time. Thus, as for the attributes, it is possible to edit properties. For example, by adding a new one to an existing property set or by creating a new one. The new property can be characterized through the definition of the fields: name, type, property value. Again, the model is updated with the new property in real time. In addition to creating a new property, you can edit existing ones by changing their value or deleting them. Finally, the last operation that can be performed in usBim.editor is the modification of the classifications in order to give an order to the elements contained in the model. With the Edit Classifications tool, once the objects have been chosen, a new classification can be added. By assigning the mandatory fields name, source, in addition, you can proceed by associating a standard classification system or adding a custom classification code. Some of the most popular classification systems such as UniClass, OmniClass, or Master Format are already available in usBim.editor. Once the classification has been chosen, the elements selected within the model can be added to the individual identifier. The interface allows you to assign a color to each classification, allowing you to easily identify objects already classified within the model. Finally, usBim.editor facilitates collaborative work, allowing multiple users to work simultaneously on the same model and to make the necessary changes to the information content in real time, each for their own discipline.